if someone in commercial real estate is not facing adversity of some sort, then they're not really in the business or they're
Mm,
not really trying hard enough, right? Because you've got to push yourself enough to where you get into situations that are somewhat uncomfortable or challenging.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. You know what I'm going to say. I'm excited to be here. I have another fantastic guest who I get to peek through their lens. They get to tell me what they do in real estate. And, that's what I love to do. I love to find out what people are doing in real estate. And so I'm super happy to be here. Listen, I'm going to normally I come up with a very, very grand intro. I'm going to let this person tell you about what they do. They're part of a fantastic company, Fortune 500 company. I think you're going to find very interesting what they do. I think you're going to find really, really good value out of the things that she's going to say. And I should have asked her about her last name before we got started, but I'm going to take my shot. So I want to introduce you all to Carly Lacano. Lacon, Lacono,
Close.
Lacono,
Close.
Lacono, Lacono.
Iacono. Iacono.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Miss Iacono, please forgive me. Let me put some respect on that. I apologize. Carly Iacono. Lord, I'm gonna just stop. I'm
You can
butchering
just
it.
go with I. All good. You can just call
Yeah,
me
yeah.
Carly I. We're good.
Carly, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the grace. I appreciate it so much. How are you feeling today?
Feeling amazing. How about you? Thanks for
I,
the opportunity to be here.
I'm feeling good. Especially
Yeah.
since you extended me grace, I feel even better because I love putting respect on people's name. But I appreciate you. I'm excited to have you here. I'm be honest with you. I kind of want to dive in. I want you to tell us what your main focus is these days. If you want to give us a little bit of an origin story of how you got started, how you walked up and got into the business where you are. We love the hero's journey. And if you want to tell us where you are in the world, what markets you serve, what where you work out of, we would love to know that too. So, Carly, you have the floor.
All right, let's do it. That was a lot of questions at once. So I'm going to dive
Okay.
right in. So
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Carly Iacono, I lead a team of investment sales brokers at CBRE. CBRE is a Fortune 100 company, global commercial real estate firm. My team specifically sells what are called net lease properties on a national basis. So across the US, net lease is an asset type with a long-term lease in which the tenant also pays all expenses. So a very passive commercial real estate investment vehicle. I'm based in the New York Metro, and I think that's the quick intro to kick it off.
I love it. I love it. How about an origin story? You want to tell us kind of how you got
Oh,
started? How you feel about that? I would love to know if you want
that's
to tell
a
it.
that's a long story, but I'll give you a quick recap. I started in financial consulting, didn't love it, did that for a few years, then went into residential real estate, didn't like the nights and weekends and wanted something more with a finance element to it. So started in commercial at a different firm and transitioned, and that was a lifetime ago, and then was recruited over to CBRE, where our team is now, about 5 years ago.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. So I want to talk to you a little bit about strategies, right? And I'm gonna ask the question. I would love for you to answer it 2 ways. If you want to answer it more ways, please be my guest. But I would love to know some business strategies that you use. Also, would love to know if you have identified some core strategies that kind of help you along the way. And I said core strategy, I mean personal, personal strategies. I know some people, do meditation. Some people go on hikes. So, have you found personal strategies that have really helped you in business, and also some business strategies that have helped you succeed?
Again, I think we could go on for a few hours with just that one question, but I'll give you a quick answer. So we'll start with the business strategies. What I like about commercial real estate, there are so many successful business plans. There's not just one way to make money, right? In my particular niche, you can buy a Walmart asset with a 25-year lease and just kind of set it and forget it, right? You have an investment grade tenant, you have stable cash flow, and it's extremely passive. Or you could buy something with a short term lease that's a redevelopment play that you plan to buy at a higher yield and re-tenant. So there's endless forks to the road on how to make money in net lease, which is again a very specialized niche within commercial real estate. So I love the diversity of business plans and the clients that we get to work with, everyone from small families up to institutions and publicly traded REITs. It's a very wide swath. So
Yeah.
business strategy wise, lots of directions to go. Personally, the industry is eat what you kill, very competitive, very intense. So there are days, even though I've been doing this for, gosh, 15 years plus now, 17, a long time, right? I still wake up some days and go, what in the world am I doing? I like
Mm,
cannot believe that I
mm,
have to start all over again, right? If maybe a big deal fell apart or something like that. So
yeah.
exercise is key, nature is key, and then realizing that this too shall pass is one of my favorite phrases. If things
Woo!
are hard, right? And
Mhm.
that goes for good things too. So you can't,
Yeah,
celebrate the good, but those pass too. So
yeah,
just know that whatever you're going through, this too shall pass.
yeah,
And the key is to keep moving forward because it's the only choice to get ahead.
yeah.
And I kind of live by that.
I love it. This too shall pass really resonates. My wife has a saying, and please, I hope I don't butcher it, but she says, if it won't matter in 5 years, I'm not gonna give it 5 minutes. Like,
Like that.
you know, yeah, if it matters, it matters. But if it's not gonna affect me in 5 years, let me not give it 5 minutes. And so I love that. And I love how you said this too will pass for the good and the bad. I guess I could say good and bad. I think that's all a matter of perspective, right? But sometimes you gotta ride the wave. Some things that make you feel this great dopamine gratification moment may not always last. So you gotta have something that grounds you. And I think that's why I like asking that question, because there has to be things that ground you while you're on this business journey, because the roller coaster is gonna come and you
Real.
gotta ground yourself. Yes, it's real. It is
Yeah.
real. Absolutely. And so so again, I appreciate you saying it. I know you just mentioned sometimes maybe a deal falls through. And so I want to talk about adversity. Have you faced any adversity as you've been building towards success? Has times been when you had to pivot fast? You talked about deals falling through. Like, how do you handle adversity when it comes?
Well, I think the first point I would make is If someone in commercial real estate is not facing adversity of some sort, then they're not really in the business or they're
Mm,
not really trying hard enough, right? Because you've got to push yourself enough to where you get into situations that are somewhat uncomfortable.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Or challenging, right? To really be all in it. So yes, of course, face tremendous adversity. One, being a woman in the industry is interesting. It's getting much better, but wasn't that way when I started. So there's some challenges there. And then deals coming and going. Obviously, there's many highs and lows in the business. I think what's helped me stay focused is really looking at the pipeline, right? You
mm,
have to have deals in every stage of execution. And if you're an investor, you have to be looking at deals at all different stages of the deal process. Keeping your pipeline full and moving forward allows you to not be too attached to any one outcome. And
yeah.
that's really, I think, the sanity in the
Mhm,
business is just knowing that, okay, this one didn't work out, but I have X number behind it and I'm fine. I know I did everything I could, acted professionally, represented the clients if you're transacting, and did everything to the very best of my ability. And beyond that, some things just don't work out for things outside of your control. So showing up as the most prepared, most professional, best version of yourself every
mm,
single day, whether you feel like it or not,
mhm,
executing to the absolute best of your ability. And then when things don't work out the way you hoped, and sometimes these are meaningful, things that don't work out financially, et cetera, you have to move on and focus on the next deal or the next opportunity.
yeah. No, I love you said that. I think that's a great discipline that you have to be intentional about showing up doing your best, showing up as your best authentic self, knowing like you have your pipeline, you have your strategy, you have your checklist, you have the things that you know you're supposed to do, the things you said you was going to do, the things you said you was going to be integral about doing. You do those things, and then when things don't fall out, if things don't go the way you expect, you fall back to that discipline of, hey, I did what I was supposed to do. I did my best. I showed up as my authentic self, and sometimes that just has to be enough, And I absolutely love that you said that. I really, really do, really, really do. And listen, and I'm gonna put this out here. That, they ain't no brand, sponsorship. But if you want to see her talk about women in business, there's a new episode of Landman on Paramount Plus. If you watch that show?
So I'm actually looking at a shopping center right where that show is filmed. I have not seen the show, but it has come up in so many conversations this week. It's actually kind of ironic that you just brought it up. So the energy is
Okay,
converging on that deal. So
there you
I
go.
need to watch it. I need to watch.
You need to watch it. Second season.
Yep.
Demi Moore takes over. Okay, I guess it's not too much of a spoiler alert. No, I need to take over. I need to stop because it may be a spoiler alert.
Don't tell me.
Pause. Edit that
Yeah.
out. So no. So yeah, you should definitely watch it, especially now. Since the synergy is kind of there, right?
Yeah.
And so, but
Awesome.
no, I appreciate you. I appreciate your mindset, your perspective. Let me ask you, what's the next real goal? And again, if you want to answer this two ways, that's fine. You want to talk about the real goal that you have for the business and the position you're in, or if you want to even talk about some personal goals that you've set. If you want to answer it both ways, I would love to hear.
So I think goals are an interesting thing. I always try to aim higher than is rational because if you do that, you may not hit this grandiose goal, but you're going to fall a lot higher than if you aim for what you think or know that you can achieve. So,
Yeah.
on our team, we're in the process of leveling up our deal size on transactions that we work on. And we honestly, at this point, have everything on market from a $2 million deal to a $450 million portfolio. So we're in a transition period of taking on lots of different types of business and transacting, but we'd like to get our minimum deal size up higher. So that's our team focus right now. And personally, it's growing the business, helping to mentor the junior people on my team and make sure everyone is growing throughout the next year, and we're all getting better at our jobs, whether that means, working on more complicated deals, larger size deals, or I think is a better way to put it, integrating new tools.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah,
We're beta testing some AI tools, some new technology. We're trying to just make sure that we're at the forefront of commercial real estate brokerage, whatever that forefront looks like in a constantly changing world.
absolutely. And I'm glad it's funny. Now, I'm glad you paused when you said goals. When you said goals, that's interesting because I'm with you. Well, you didn't say this, but it's interesting because I really don't set goals. I set standards. It's like what is the
That
standard that I'm going to live up to? And I think, like you said, when you show up as your authentic self, when you do what you're supposed to do, whatever happens, it's easy to fall back and know, well, I did my standard, and so maybe I didn't hit my goal, but I definitely hit my standard. And then maybe adjust my standard differently to try to get a better outcome. And so it's interesting that you kind of paused on that because I'm like, I ask this question all the time, but I really don't even set goals myself. So yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And there's a lot of pressure with New Year's coming up to set goals here, but I think having a standard or a process is even more impactful. So I agree.
Absolutely. Have you heard of the book Atomic Habits?
I've read it. It's
Yep,
great.
I've read it multiple times. So yeah, so
Yep.
you get it. So I'm changing my identity. I'm not really saying go. I'm habit stacking. Those are the
Love
different
it.
things that I'm doing. Yeah. So yeah. So now, so glad you paused on that. I actually officially, I might think I may change the way I ask that question on this podcast. So I think it's
Wow.
gonna
I'm
be that.
really
Yeah.
impacting the podcast world.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. There you go.
Glad to hear
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. And so you mentioned mentorship, making sure that you're mentoring your team, the people that you're bringing on. So I want to talk a little bit about relationships. I would love to know from your perspective, has relationships greatly impacted you? How do you value relationships? Like, give me your perspective when it comes to building relationships.
Our whole business is relationships. And I think that is the true value in brokerage is having a relationship to overcome obstacles. If you don't know that person on the other side of the negotiation table or you don't have a strong relationship with your team, it's much harder to overcome adversity. So I think the relationships are the foundation for good business, and we're always striving to add new relationships, strengthen the ones we have, make sure that we're continuing to grow because real estate of all types is really a people business. And even as we add and layer on more technology, technology is just for efficiency. It is
Move.
not to make deals. And that's a huge distinction, right? Everyone's
Mm.
very excited about AI. We are too. It's neat. It's fun. Adds to our business, but that is not the business. It is just a tool.
So just so you know, I will definitely give you credit. I'm putting your name by it, but technology is for efficiency. I've never kind of heard it synthesized that way. I mean, it makes sense and we know it, but it cannot replace relationships. It's for efficiency, but it can't replace relationships. And so I think that's a nice, clean way to say what technology is for. And we can't be afraid of it. We're all going to embrace it. It is going to help and is going to and is helping us tremendously. But it's for efficiency, not to replace relationships. And so, Carly, I got your name beside that. That's going to be something I'll be
Going
saying if
viral.
I. Yeah, there you go.
Feel good about it, Q. Feel good.
I appreciate you. Listen, is there anything else you want to say from an educational standpoint, motivational standpoint, inspirational standpoint, or just anything, about your business anything we haven't said that you feel like you want to say before we wrap up?
Yeah, I would just encourage any listener who's contemplating getting into commercial real estate or is already in and is looking for some new relationships, or maybe they want to level up their business, feel free to reach out. I talk to a lot of new people in the industry just in terms of giving back and helping mentor. So happy to help if I can. And then if there's specific investments anyone wants to talk about, just even having another set of eyes, our team is always happy to meet new people and like I said, help where we can. I also have a podcast that I run for 6 years that was started for investor education. That was exactly
Mhm.
why we started, to reach more people, to share kind of the basics of net lease and commercial real estate investing. It's called Commercial Real Estate Now. So I
Mm.
encourage anyone to listen to that as well, share it, and reach out. LinkedIn is a great way to connect, but just Googling my name should bring up all sorts of options for you.
Absolutely. So you've heard it, Commercial Real Estate Now. That's the podcast. Definitely reach out to her on LinkedIn. Um, Carly, thank you so much. I think this has been great for me. You've given me nuggets, takeaways, shifted my mentality, shift away, my nomenclature. So I'm gonna talk a little differently.
The big
So
shift.
yeah, exactly. So I say that to say thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your story. Definitely thank you for your perspective, the way you think. Like I said, I have had a mindset shift. And as you know, our book, Atomic Habits, talks about being 1% better every day. And so I think you have added to my 1% of being better today. And so I appreciate you being here.
So kind. Thank you for the opportunity. Really great to be on the show, and I appreciate you as well.
Absolutely. So listen, y'all heard Carly. Go ahead and definitely check her out. Check her out on her podcast. Get connected with her, but definitely make sure you are subscribed. You do not want to miss out on these amazing conversations that we continue to have. So, Carly, thank you so much again. And to everyone else, we'll see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.